Winston the Beard, good morning. I'm in a very quiet parking lot, car park, of Canyon camping area in Yellowstone. This is the commercial area that I mentioned the other day in my slightly ranty video, and I wanted to just sort of set the record straight a little bit. I felt I was unfairly harsh in some of the things I said, or certainly in the way I felt the last couple of days. I'll give you a bit of a twirl. There's the backcountry office and restrooms, not a small place. Some sporting shops, some sporting goods. This is the building I really had an issue with, the general stores and the souvenirs. And the restaurant, it was pretty horrendous. More restaurants over there, cafeteria. Might try not to blind you by the sun, but there's a registration office over there. The car park is Walmart sized. It is huge. Just to set the record straight, I've had an absolute blast in Yellowstone. It's been extremely impressive. The wildlife's been tremendous. The views have been outstanding. The different ecosystems and different types of landscape has just been incredible. It's been mind-blowing, it really has. However, a few things of what I said the other day weren't. I agree with what I said. I think Yellowstone has done some amazing things. I think it continues to do some amazing things. But it's very different from other parks. The feel you get, the experience you get when you come here is definitely a very commercial one. It's got a long history. There's a fort in the park where the army was based. I feel that's important to note. The fort's still there, you can walk around it, the buildings are very permanent, which is maybe sometimes a little bit strange for the army. When they come in and do a job and leave again, they tend to be a little bit not permanent. But history of the park. It was the first one. It was the first national park. It's also the largest. So they've got some different issues to contend with. It's definitely one of the most famous, probably along with Yosemite. Has a lot of visitors. My friend mentioned the other day that taxpayers pay for the park, and taxpayers deserve to come to the park. That's why they pay for it. That was an interesting comment, because taxpayers pay for a lot of things that they don't get the privileges of, for the benefit of the country. The army, schools. If you don't have kids, you've still got to pay school tax here. It's a little bit different from the UK, but everyone pays for it in a roundabout sort of way, and I think I'd say the majority, but certainly a lot of the country don't even come to national parks, yet they still pay for them. So when he said everyone has the right to come here, I agree, everyone does have the right to come here. However, for the benefit of the park, I'm not sure we should make it as easily accessible for the numbers that come here. Maybe a bit contentious, but if the park struggles and you end up with these massive commercial places in them, maybe we should be a bit more restrictive for the benefit of the park. The other thing is, every other park experience that I've had has been about the park, about the wild, about everything that's in the park, without humans putting extra things in, like the big shops and the big tourist areas. Those have all been on the outskirts of the park, that you see before you come in. When you actually get in the park, you experience the park itself. Yellowstone's not like that. There's probably 4 or 5 major commercial areas within the park, and it was just a little bit of a shock to me, I think. Well, I would have done it a little bit differently, I think, as many other people probably would. So yeah, very different experience in Yellowstone. Not a bad one. I've had an excellent time. So glad I came. However, just a few park surprises which I haven't had in other parks, and they've been very much against the ethos that a lot of the other parks have. I've rewatched all my videos that I've made whilst I've been here, and I definitely had the impression that in every little video I was having another little dig at how the park was being run, and that wasn't the case. That wasn't what I was trying to do. It's been an epic experience. Some of the things I've seen have been incredible. Just interesting ways that things have been put together. And I hope the park doesn't suffer for them in the long run. And I hope people that come to Yellowstone also go and visit lots of other parks to have the other kind of park experience that you can have. I would hate for people to come to Yellowstone, camp in their big RVs, jump out of them, spend money on knickknacks, drive round for a day, and then that'd be it. Because there's so much more to the park than just coming and buying a souvenir. Very positive experience though, and I will take good things away with me. Cheerio!